So this is a video about Portal 3 Kingdoms and particularly like a booster box opening, I guess you'd call this. I haven't watched too many of these, but I've also not opened too many packs like this, so I wanted to document, and it seems like people have a fascination with booster pack openings, and I thought I would hop on the bandwagon here. So let's just see what we got here. My goal here, by the way, is to complete a Portal 3 Kingdom set, and I'm a nut about condition, and so I actually purchased a complete set off eBay that was listed as a near mint. I think it even said pack fresh in the description. And that's just something that I would never put that in an eBay listing. I mean, you're almost setting yourself up for failure, I feel like, by saying pack fresh. I mean, if you do, more power to you, especially if your cards are pack fresh. But I feel like Jim Cramer from Mad Money always says you always want to UPOD and never OPUD, which means you always want to underpromise and overdeliver and avoid overpromise, underdelivering. So there's an Imperial Recruiter. Awesome. That's exciting. So bear with me. I know I'm making a video here, but this is just as much for me as it is for anybody watching this video, which, by the way, thank you. I appreciate you watching. I don't know if I've said this already, but I've never made a YouTube video before. I never watched many YouTube videos, and really what got me watching was Rudy from Alpha Investments. And the success that guy's having, it's just amazing. But it's not surprising given the fact that no one was really, at least that I know of, was talking about the financial side of Magic in any sort of public forum like YouTube until Rudy came along. So I want to give Rudy big props or a lot of respect for starting that channel, because I think it's pretty entertaining. I think he's got a lot of great content, and I know obviously a lot of other people do. I can't talk here. So there might just be some dead air here because, like I said, I'm not an expert YouTuber, but you know, back on track here. I got the set. I realize it's probably not the most economic way to build a set of Portal 3 Kingdoms, but to me, condition is very important, especially when you're talking about a set that a lot of what's out there is probably sealed. I mean, that's speculating. Hell, I don't know what I'm talking about, but Portal 3 Kingdoms, obviously a very rare set, especially in the English language, and those starter sets I know didn't have a lot of popularity. And so that leads me to believe that there's probably a lot of sealed product out there. So down the road, you could certainly see more mint, gem, mint sets that come out there. And that's why I wanted to have one of those mint, gem, mint sets. That's really important to me. I'm a vintage collector. I also like modern. I like all formats, but my heart is in vintage. And I got into the game about revised. Long break, got back in about Zendikar, and I've been full steam ahead ever since then. So 3 visits, I know that's a valuable comment. And I don't know everything there is to know about this set. You know, I just know that it's rare. I believe the print run is supposed to be smaller than the print run for beta. I really like that. One of the reasons I'm doing this now, it's February of 2017, is they recently released a Imperial Seal Judge promo. And I don't know if I don't talk to that many Magic players, but I've talked to a couple, and they speculate that there's going to be some reprints, some other reprints coming forward, and perhaps soon, and possibly capture Jing Zhao. Like I said, total speculation, no clue, but that's a rumor that I heard. And it certainly wouldn't surprise me. I mean, nothing on here, as far as I know, is on the reserve list. It's a great set. It's very rare. But that said, I feel like it's the stepchild of the vintage world. And I mean, that's not to put it down anyway. There's nothing wrong with being a stepchild, but um, I mean, it still falls in that same bucket to me. But it's not alpha, it's not beta. Um, I guess Unlimited has a bigger print run, but you know what? There's something about that alpha, beta, Unlimited stuff for me. Again, throwing out some opinions here. That's all. That's kind of cool. I got another 3 visits there. You know, this is just how I normally open up packs upside down like this. I guess if I'm showing this off on a YouTube video, I better show it off. Um, Still looking for that Imperial seal. Got the Imperial Recruiter, though. That's good. So I purchased a complete set of Portal 3 Kingdoms off eBay. I think I said this already. It did not come as described. Fortunately, the seller was a nice guy, and you know that's usually my experience with eBay, to be honest with you. But usually, most things can be worked out, or most disagreements or quote unquote disputes, even though it wasn't a dispute, it was just a misunderstanding. It all worked out. I took the money back. I think I paid about $3,000 for it. I had the money refunded, and then ended up putting that money towards packs. Really wanted to just capture everything I could at once, especially right now with these judge promos. I feel like these packs have taken a hit. Excuse me. I didn't follow them too hard, but I did notice that they were going for, on average, it seemed like 175, 200 not that long ago. And so recently it seemed to drop. And I don't know if it's due to that promo or not. Again, I'm not an expert, but I do watch eBay. I do watch the market a lot, especially on some older stuff. And I needed to, or I wanted to complete my collection of Portal 3 Kingdoms. And so for me, this was just the best route. Especially being a nut about condition, obviously with the gloves. And, you know, that said, anybody that handles Magic the Gathering cards, especially brand new ones with gloves, wow, I really appreciate you. You're awesome. I I just think that you know, I mean, if you're just playing the cards anyway, you're gonna slide them in sleeves and play them. You know, no big deal. Obviously, you don't need to use gloves, but if your intent is to collect, to hold on to resell, trade, whatever, I mean, why not just be as cautious as possible? And you know, the things are more fragile than people think. They'll they have a glossy finish on both sides of the card if you really look closely at it. And you know, man, these are nice cards. I love the artwork on these cards, by the way. That glossy finish, if you know, if you're not sliding it over something soft and you're sliding on something like a wooden table or any kind of hard surface, I mean, most of you probably are aware of this already, but it can really pick up some scratches or some abrasion marks. And if you're talking to someone that's looking for a gradable card, they're looking to get it in a gem mint condition or even a mint condition, they're really going to try and stray away from buying cards that show those signs of wear. Obviously, there's some things that are out of the that are out of our control, like the centering or maybe the corners. Some of that stuff just defects happen at the factory, and that's out of our control. But I just feel like we should try and control as much as possible and preserve these cards as much as possible, especially this old stuff. Um, you know, once I have it, though, I mean, I guess the more that it does get abused, the less perfect copies there might be out there, and so I guess nature will run its course, and I should just quit my griping. Fire ambush, that's a good common. I like that one. Oh, nice. I can definitely use that. Still waiting on that big rare though. Haven't had any, or even kind of medium weight rares haven't popped up yet, to my knowledge. Not an expert on this one. All right, try to keep this train rolling. I don't know. Am I boring? I feel like I'm boring. I don't know if you can see that, but it does. It looks great. It looks new. It looks clean. Surfaces look beautiful. Sure, that other one's great too. Let's hope. Boom. Well, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Very nice. Oh, it does have just a little tiny surface defect there. Looks like a little impression. And the centering's a little off there. Um, Corner is not too bad. Centering on the back looks real good. I like it. I like it. I think that stands a chance at a 9.5. Certainly a 9, I would think, but hey, let's not count the chickens until they hatch. Got to be so careful with that second corner. It is that second corner that can do some damage, or at least scrape up that edge. You know, especially on the playing sleeves. And if you're... I mean, I guess I'm acting like I'm talking to a bunch of Timmys here. I know that not everyone's a Timmy out there. Just know that I am Timmy. In fact, you can call me Timmy, and this is Timmy Talk right now. But I'm learning. You know, I learn as I go, like most. But the playing sleeves, they tend to just have a firmer material. Well, obviously you wouldn't play in these penny sleeves. That would be no good. But that firmer, that harder plastic, it can really catch the edge, and the edge can scrape along it. And you'll notice it. I mean, it doesn't necessarily slaughter the card all at once, but over time, that stuff can really take its toll on the edges if you're sliding them in and out. That's why I prefer the penny sleeves. Like I said, I'm not going to be playing with these cards. These are all collector stuff, so I really like it's the good old-fashioned like baseball card sleeves. These penny Ultra Pro sleeves, good stuff. I mean, I guess I'm speaking to those sellers out there because I buy a lot on eBay, and it's just frustrating. And I don't think most people out there are maliciously, over describing the condition of their cards, but why not just under promise and try and make people happy? Oh, I love this card. I really like this card. It's got a real high casting cost, but you could really do some damage with that. You guys are going to have to watch this video and fast forward. Skip the crappy commentary and just get to the good stuff, right? Speaking of commentary, if anybody does comment on this video, which I hope people do, at least get a few, positive, negative, whatever, but I'd love to hear from people. I would. I mean, if I could make a living out of doing this like Rudy was, I mean, that shit, who wouldn't that be a dream job for? And, I haven't watched too many other YouTubers, but that guy from Tolarian Community College, whew, holy cow, that guy's got a PhD in magic. Honestly, he speaks over my head on a lot of stuff. He seems to know the whole backstory that goes along with magic, and I'm very impressed. Guy's pretty articulate. he's certainly an entertainer. He seems like a natural born entertainer. So big shout out to that Tellurian Community College guy as well. Okay, nothing too solid here, but let's leave it up anyway. Modern Masters 2017 is about to come out. Don't know what to think, but I've definitely been picking up some cases at the prices they are. I could be wrong. You know, I really got kind of foiled on the Modern Masters 2015 deal. Didn't buy enough of the original Modern Masters. Who did? But I feel like overall people are gonna be at least as positive about 17 as they were 2015, if not more. I mean, I think Wizards is well aware of the sentiment that's out there and the attitude of players and investors and shops and WPN and all the above. And so, I mean, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think Wizards really is really in tune with the customer. I think that's something special about Hasbro. Is I think they've allowed Wizards to continue to do what Wizards does best, and not that they haven't made some mistakes out there. And I'm getting out on a limb here because I don't know the whole backstory and all the inside and ins and outs of the business over there, but I'm certainly a big fan. If you're watching this, you're probably a huge Magic nut yourself. But point being, and you might be watching this video after it already comes out, considering might take me a while to post it, but this is before 2017 Modern Masters has come out. My money's on Modern Masters 2017 being maybe not the best set ever, as good as Modern Masters original. I don't know how it could be, but I do think that it'll rival 2015, if not get a better response than Modern Masters 2015. And just because it's fun to gamble, I'd just say that I think that Tarmogoyf is probably a 50-50 for a reprint. Same with Vendilion Click. Obviously, those pack spoilers, those got released today or yesterday as I'm making this video. So they're expecting that Angel from the Alara block. They're expecting Domri Raid, and then Gristlebrand. And I think Gristlebrand's great. I think Gristlebrand is still undervalued, and I'm hoping with his re-release more people will play him, and he'll find a bigger role in whatever formats are out right now. Especially, I think he's illegal in a few of the formats. I think he's illegal in Commander. I don't know. But I really like Gristlebrand. I think he's a good guy. But speaking of Modern Masters 2017, I really can't get enough. Speaking of Modern Masters 2017, it is really interesting the price level that it's at right now. I bought a box. How about that? 2 Zhao Dun, the one-eyeds in a row. It's pretty nifty. It's just amazing that considering what Modern Masters 2015 had sold at pre-sale and Eternal Masters, what they sold at pre-sale, I mean, where 2017's at, I bought, I bought a case for $640 and a case for $645, and I did this during a 10% eBay rebate. You know, if you're commenting on this video, did you have that same 10% eBay rebate? I wonder, do they release those to all the people at the same time? I think that they're very in touch, like Wizards, very in touch with the consumer and their spending habits, and I think they strategically release those when you may have slowed down on your spending, but just my guess. So I'm really happy with the pull so far. I don't know how many packs I've got opened over there, but if you've been keeping track, I got 2 Zhao Duns, I've got 3 visits, Overwhelming, Imperial Seal, Imperial Recruiter times 2, 3 visits. Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, this is pretty good given what I've opened. So thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it, and I hope to make some more, assuming someone gets something out of this somewhere. But thanks for watching.